guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch. But you already knew that. Welcome to my first sit down playing in the makeups in quite some time. Let's get started. I have a lot of new makeup to play with and I'm so happy. I did post my haul video and there was a bat in my cave. Okay, I had a little bug. Just ignore it. Okay, a Cuban. And I just could not stand the idea of re-recording that video. So, imperfections out there on the interwebs for everyone to see. But today, I'm gonna be playing with some of the new things from my most recent hauls. And let's get into it, okay? My skin's been doing really well. I've been using some products for hyperpigmentation, and I feel like the camera always makes it look even more prominent than it is, but I can see a little bit of a difference. I don't have a week to look like Frankenstein, so I can't get a chemical pill. And I honestly like my skin the way that it is, but I just want to, whatever I can lighten, I will when it comes to blemishes and whatnot. I am acne prone sometimes, so it does have a little bit of a benefit just using things for hyperpigmentation. But for the most part, my skin's been looking great. I haven't been wearing makeup for the last few days, and I've just been using the products and wearing my sunblock. So pat on the back for that. And I think the face has been looking good. So today, on my endeavor to try all the foundations in my collection, we're gonna move over to a more viral, trendy foundation. Tirtir has made her way over to Ulta, okay? It looks like we are being stormed by Korean skincare and beauty. I was very pleasantly surprised to see that Tirtir has a really nice color story or color range when it comes to their complexion products. Not something you see very often with Korean beauty, but points for that. I picked up a small one. This is just the mini. It's $15, super cute, because I wasn't sure, okay? The only other cushion foundation I've ever been able to use was the Lancome one, and I actually really like that one. I wish they would have never got rid of it, but this is what we're gonna try. I picked up the shade 35N, hoping the N stands for neutral. Usually it does, but sometimes you don't know. Sometimes the product says neutral and it's not, okay? But we are gonna give this a go. It comes with a little spongy guide. This I'm not too keen on because, like, how do I wash this? I mean, I guess I could just wash it like everything else, but just for the sake of this first try-on, we're gonna go ahead and use it. So, it says, adhering cushion foundation keeps makeup fresh with lightweight powder and skin care substance. Apparently it doesn't smudge in your mask, 24 hours persistent in a mask, 72-hour makeup persistence. I don't know what that means. What are you saying? That it's not going to transfer? We'll see. So I'm going to have to, I'm gonna have to use my hand mirror. My son knocked over my lighted mirror, and then I further bumped it and it completely broke. So I have a new one on the way to me. It's a little light, but not so light that we can't work with it, because of course we can deepen the perimeter of my face with some powders. It smells nice. It smells a little bit like skincare, a little lemony. I think I'm smelling a little lemon, but this is quite light. And honestly, that's not surprising given that this is Korean skincare. Oh no. Let's just do it. Let's just keep going, okay? I was about to give up. But let's just keep going. All right? I'm gonna apply this to my face and I'll be right back. So, it's giving sunblock, right? So let's talk real quick. Like now, ignoring the fact that this is extremely gray, they took the neutral a bit too literal, okay? It is a decent foundation in the ways that it's covering. It is covering. As you see, my hyperpigmentation is pretty much blanketed out. Now, I decided to go in with a brush because the little sponge guy, well, first of all, when you stamp it in there, you look at this, it looks like there's not much product on it. But then when you tap it to your face, it really does distribute a large amount of product. But with the tapping motions of that sponge, you're gonna get kind of a streaky and patchy look. So I decided to go in with a brush just to kind of smooth everything down, and that did help. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tackle this grayish that I've got going on here. I don't feel like taking it off and putting something else on. So we are gonna work within the framework of this and bring some life and color back to the face. I'm gonna start with my concealer, okay? Because I'm gonna let this do a little bit of a dry down. This is the Morphe Wake Up Artist. I really like this concealer. I meant to color correct under my eyes before I did this, but I forgot. So we're gonna go ahead and just skip that part. As you can see, the concealer is quite warm, almost orangey next to this extremely gray foundation. Now, unfortunately, I'm not the kind of person that likes to return foundation and whatnot. If I wasn't like a collector, like I had a large collection of makeup, I would return this and be like, no, give me my money back. I need something that functionally works for me. But because this is all about fun for me, I'm gonna keep it and we're just gonna play with her, okay? So for the rest of the face, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend out my concealer, and then we're gonna try to fix this color with a bit of powder, like powder foundation, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just blend out my concealer. I was gonna do something else, but no. I'm just gonna blend out the concealer. Okay, really pretty concealer. Kind of gel-like, moisturizing, but not like overly so. I do like that. Okay. And now I'm gonna stay away from my kind of lighter powders that I would put in the center of my face. I'm actually gonna pull out my Super Stay by Revlon because she's, oh, no, you know what? I want this to actually look nice, infallible, because this is a better color for me than the Super Stay. So I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible, and I'm going to put this pretty much everywhere that the under eye powder is not going to go. I'm putting this on first because I just want to try to correct and match my face before I set my under eye, because I want to know if I'm going to set it with a like translucent or if we can get it to the point where we need a like colored, like one of my yellower, more yellow under eye powders. Now, I'm not the best at color theory. It's quite tricky, especially when you're working with like undertones, and if you get like the wrong undertone, if something is too gray, like what color do you put on it? You know, I'm not 100% the best at that, but this looks to be, I feel like we fixed it, did we not? I think we did, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that just like that because I just realized I forgot. Yet again, I always do this every single time I think to use cream bronzer or cream contour, I forget and I set my face. But we're just going to do it on top of this and pray for the best, right? Because I wanna use my Mae by Mitchell curve case. This is one of my newer products. This is the deep version, and we are going to use, I really want to go, I'm stuck in a mango daiquiri world, okay? But I think today we're gonna go down here to this rosier color, and this is called Cherry Cola. And I'm gonna put this on. Now, I really should be using the blush or the bronzer first. But again, I just forgot that I was doing this. That's how quickly I can forget that I'm doing things. So we're gonna just use powdered bronzer today. Ooh, these smell nice too. I love a product with a little bit of scent, but not too much. Huda, girl, just make potpourri or something, or perfume, fragrance body lotion, something. Don't put all that fragrance in my setting powder. That's a really pretty soft blush. All right, but that's very pretty. And again, I think we did fix the foundation boo-boo. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye. Where's my, oh, because I'm panning things. Oh, no. Oh yeah, it's in my caboodle. I forgot all about the caboodle beauty. So we're gonna open up our caboodle here. Pull out a few items. And in here I do have my warm saffron. We're gonna use her. I haven't played with my favorite in a minute. Yeah, those blushes, the cream blush by Maybe Mitchell smells a little bit like baby powder. Just gonna clean up a little creasage here. Oh, I missed this powder. And I don't have to do the rest of the face because we've already, set with the L'Oreal. So now I'm gonna go into my bronzer and I'm going to use the curved press case, same version, the deep. And I'm going to use, I'm gonna use this bronzer today. And we're just gonna pop that on the back of our blush here. This one, I dare say, is a little bit closer to my skin tone, but it's a little bit more neutral of the four. So it's still giving me a little bit of oomph, which is exactly what we need. Okay. I don't like these lines on my screen. What is that for? I'm using you as a mirror today, okay? Because I don't have a mirror. Oh, we of course have to set our blush. And we're going to use the corresponding shade and a little bit of this one. I have to, okay? I cannot touch this thing without adding a little bit of mango daiquiri. Who doesn't want a mango daiquiri? Ooh, speaking of which, I got some dry mangoes in the cabinet. Yummy. Look at that blush, that is yummy. And actually this foundation looks quite good. It looks really nice. So moving on, I am going to segue into brows. We're gonna do just one brow for you because I picked up some of the brow sludge, brow muck from Maybe Mitchell. So these are just brow mascara. I picked up the shade Forest Elf, which is the green, grayish, and pine cone. I'm going to use pine cone, which is going to be my kind of warm brown. And I'm going to do, I think I'll do both of my brows with this, okay? So I'm going to start by combing this product through my brows. I'm going to go backwards first. This way you get all the brows covered. And this way we can see if there's actual difference. Yep, I can see the difference. I like this particular color because it's quite subtle, just enough that I can see the difference in the brows. Can you see it? It's just like a dark brown on me. And I really like that. I've been doing colored brows And I've been having a really nice time with that, but I think I want to play with just natural hair colors for a moment, just for a moment. And then we will return to our regularly scheduled fun brows. Okay, so just get a, and again, we're gonna go into pine cone. I'm just gonna do my brows. Wish me luck, okay? It's been tricky. Every time I think I've got it down, I don't. Okay, so I think we're good. Again, I'm not gonna think about it too much because then I start to get, you know, I try to make it too perfect and that's when you mess things up. So we're gonna call the brows done. They're not symmetrical. Brows are not symmetrical. Anyways, I'm just so excited to play more with these. I love all of my brow products from May by Mitchell. So there's that. I'm liking the face, I'm liking the blush, I'm liking everything. We still have to do a highlight, so hopefully I don't, let's do it now because I'll forget if I don't. And I don't think in my boodle, do we have any highlights? Oh, I have this Juvia's Place highlight. Let's try it, okay? Let's try a little bit of liquid highlight. This is Nubian Gleam. I'm gonna use my blush brush. Not bad. I feel like it's taking off the product just a touch, not a ton, but just a touch. I'm trying to be gentle, just kind of tapping it in, but even that small amount. I don't know, I think liquid, or like, yeah, liquid highlighters are just the trickier thing for me to use because it's like, it's picking up product right there. Again, not a ton, but enough that I don't want to do more. So we're gonna set that with something. I'm gonna just use my beloved Bronze Brilliance, and I'm gonna use, I think we should use this shade. Yeah. Just to set that. Okay, so let's move on to the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow. My first May by Mitchell eyeshadow palette. This is the Graffiti palette. And it looks like this. So cola. It's gonna be cola today, all right? So these are gonna be our mattes. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eye with something from my caboodle using the Morphe Solo Artist priming cream eyeshadow in the shade Melody. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this with a brush. Do one eye, come to you with this finished look per the usual, okay? I really hate holding my mirror up like this. So I mean, I've been doing it more often, but I still enjoy having like a mirror that I can look at from far. So I cannot wait until my mirror gets here. go ahead and throw some of that on the lower lash line as well. Now, just because this is a beautiful, bright eyeshadow palette doesn't mean I want to get too carried away. I'm still trying to work on like softer makeup, so let's just, I don't want to do too much, basically, is what I'm saying. Now, of course, that is what you're going to get here at my channel. I do love doing a lot, but I still want, you know, I'm still trying to tackle that gentle, more gentle side, okay, that more gentle side of me, all right? So I think, I mean, I really like the teal. You know, I love teal. Love the blue. I want to use a little bit of white. I love using white eyeshadow. And the yellow. Do I want to test myself and see if I can work yellow in? But I really like this blue. I'm always doing blue. Blue, purple, green. I can't help it. Can't help it. Maybe we should stick to like greens, like this green and that green. Or do we do something neutral? The browns and the... It's fall. I'm gonna be boring. And I'm gonna use the browns and maybe the yellow and the orange. So what we're gonna do is no, that's ashy. I can tell it's gonna be ashy. I'm gonna use this brown. We're gonna build up a crease, okay? Simple, we're not gonna think too much about it, okay? Formula, dusty. She dusting everywhere. I need a place to tap off the excess here, okay? Into my little garbage can, tap, tap. Let's see what this brown is about, shall we? Oh, nice. Swing that to the lower lash line, as I likes to do. Okay, that was simple. I like that. We're gonna go into that orange. Yeah, we're picking up a little bit of dust. Tap, tap. And we're gonna pop that right up here, just for our fade up towards the brow bone. Ooh, okay, we're gonna do little quick reviews when we're done with the makeup, okay? Back to the brown. Nice and simple. And bring that in a little bit. And right on the top in that portion, we're gonna throw in yellow. Right in here. But not on the mobile lid. Yeah, that's different. On my skin tone, this yellow is quite pastel. It's got a light base. So it's not doing a whole ton on my eyes, which is actually okay. Going back into that brown, just reestablishing that here. A little bit of a murkier look, a little bit of orange. All right, on the lower lash line, I'm gonna bring that orange all the way in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and I will be right back, and we'll put some shims on top of this. You thought I was gonna leave it matte? No, we got shims galore today. All right, so we're done. I like it. A bit of a dry, kind of dusty formula. Think Anastasia Beverly Hills, you know, in the way that it kind of like flies away, but not terrible. Not terrible. I am having a little bit of pickup from that concealer, or the highlighter. So it's fallout fell there, and it's kind of stuck into that moisture there. So that sucks. But moving on to our shimmers, we're gonna go over to Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and we have the LSX Blend Bunny Garden of Stars. This is the only palette from the collection that I picked up because I do already have enough mattes from excuse me, from Blend Bunny, but I really wanted to dive into another shimmer palette. I like all shimmer palettes. So for today, given this look that we've got, I kind of feel like, ooh, I feel like this would be a nice color. Or even this one. Let's go with the first one that I went to. That's the shade Realm. So I'm gonna take a flat brush and let's see. Oh, it's quite purple on the brush, but the bristles are pink, so. We're getting gold on the eye. Okay, I think this might be a finger product. Ooh, she does have a little bit of pink in her. A little bit of a pink base. Ooh, that's really pretty. It might be a little bit hard to see. Hopefully it'll translate in photos, but very pretty. I think the thing that intrigued me with this palette is all of the deeper shimmers. You know, that's not really something you see too often. I feel like people kind of shy away from deeper shimmers. So I think I was watching Baddie Jean, is that her page? Oops. I was watching her, I don't think it was a favorites video, but she was talking about this palette. Oh, she was talking about the collection, and she was saying how she's quite interested in deeper shimmers. And I was like, huh, that kind of intrigues me. Especially since I'm having a little bit of a fallout with duochromes, especially the lighter bases. But I always try to do this. I never do it right. I don't know where my mirror is. Let's see. I don't know. I can't do this. I don't know. I'm looking for myself and I'm seeing a little bit. It's bumping up to the brown and I'm getting a little bit of like a burgundy shift. Like it looks almost red, but it's very pretty. Not just straight gold, which I enjoy because I don't really like gold eyeshadow anymore. So I'm gonna take that same shade and sweep a little bit of that on the lower lash line. See what it does over orange. Really nice gold flakes. Now there's fallout, but that's technique because of the way that I'm applying this, you know? Wouldn't be a look if we don't get a lash in the eye. Okay, I like it. I do want something on the inner corner because you know me, I can never stop without something in my inner corner. So I'm gonna take a little Redford pointer brush and I think we're gonna try Miss Perline. Ooh, actually Alloy looks really nice. Alloy is this and this is Perline. We're gonna go with Perline. See what she brings to the table. Oh, ooh. Now on me, really bright gold. Really bright, like molten lava gold, melted gold. But probably on lighter skin, ooh, it's probably gonna be nice and frosted. That's pretty, very brightening. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, pop on some mascara, and then we are going to do a lip, okay? We're gonna do a lip together. It's gonna be a good time. I've been struggling with lips. We're gonna succeed today. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right, the eyes look absolutely beautiful. That shimmer is really pretty. It does have like, it has like a, I don't know, a pinky kind of like raspberry base to it. It's really pretty, but then it has this gorgeous scatter of golden shimmer. It's actually quite pretty. And if like my gold always has that, I would really enjoy it because it's not just straight gold. It looks like I have like a burgundy eyeshadow on under it. It's very, very pretty. But let's move on. So from Made by Mitchell, I did pick up 3 of the lip sinks. These are matte lip creams. I picked up the shade In My Feels, Honey Iced Tea, and Watermelon. Now, given this neutral look and the fact that we're doing kind of fall time makeup, I think I'm gonna go with this. I think I actually wanna try both of them. I think we're gonna try this one all by itself, maybe with a black lip line, or maybe a dark lip line. Let me go ahead and pop on a lip line and then we'll do the lipstick. I'm just so worried that I'm not going to be able to do my lips properly because they've been giving me such a hassle, okay? You don't need to watch me line my lips again, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so I lined my lips with black and I lined the inside of the black with the Rager from Milani. We're gonna go with the shade In My Feel. So it has like just an applicator. We're gonna go ahead and see what's happening with that. Oh, she's red. I was expecting like a darker purple, but this actually works. Get a nice red vampy lip. Very easy to blend, just doing it with my lips. Oh, good color. Oh, it reminds me of that shade from what were those cloud lip? Kaleidos. What was the shade? Doesn't matter. There's a deep red that I had from Kaleidos that I really liked. Wow. These are really nice. Good formula. Very simple to put on. I like it. We're gonna gloss her because, hello, my name is Jasmine, yes. I don't think I have any Made by Mitchell clear gloss. Why do I even be stressing myself out? Okay, just put a clear gloss on it, girl. And call it a day, all right? I mean, I do like this matte, but oh yeah, this looks just like that shade. There we have it. Very pretty. All right, lip 1. All right. Okay. Those also were not very difficult to remove. That's nice. I do love a really pigmented lip that I can easily remove. So that's always a plus in my book. And I do like an applicator that will be easy to keep clean. So points for that. But let's try this last color, and then I'm gonna do a quick speed review of some of these products, and then I'm gonna let you go. You know, I'm the queen of making really long videos because I just be sitting here talking to myself, okay? For the liner, I don't actually have Sheba out anymore. Do I? No, I don't actually have Sheba out. I don't actually have a dark black or brown lip liner that I'm like, oh, well, I got this one. It's supposed to be an eyeliner from Joy Bright, but I've been using for lip liner. So let's go ahead and do that. But anyways, this is the shade Honey Iced Tea. So, you know, a nice beigey nude, a pinky beige nude actually. Ooh, she's got a little orange in her, a little salmony. Of the pinky beiges, this is actually my favorite undertone, so. Gonna be bright, but we can tone her down. Very bright. But again, I like this formula. It's very much giving Peach Please, or Self Love. It's actually a little bit more orangey than Self Love. So you know I love that. You know I love that. Okay, sorry, I had to make some room. So yeah, I really like that. It's very soft, very like baby doll pink. I like it. We're gonna gloss her, and I'm just gonna use, oh, actually, I can use the Tirtir for this because it's about the same color. So, is this a lip oil? Glow tint. I don't know what that means. Well, it works well. And that is the finished look. I knew today we were gonna get the lips right. What a great little face play. So let's talk about these products rapid fire so I can let you go. Number one, Miss Tirtir, come to the front of the class, right? We got a few problems with you. As a whole, you're a foundation that foundations, but these undertones, hunty child, they need some work. But then again, I'm not surprised because like I said, when it comes to Korean skincare and beauty, they really ain't looking at people who look like me. Now, it is nice to see such an extensive shade range. I will say that. Come on, there's always a freaking hair. I see you. Just, it's always like this invisible little hair just tickling me, okay? Anyways, yes. It is always very nice and refreshing to see a brand that, you know, can tout things like cruelty-free or vegan and clean beauty, things like that, Korean skincare, Korean beauty, because I feel like with Korean beauty and Korean skincare, it carries this kind of, you know, its reputation precedes it, that it's going to be really good for the skin, it's going to be a beautiful product, it's going to be effective. But, you know, we still have work to do when it comes to catering to all skin tones, but Tirtir has been kind of, you know, viral for a reason. So I'm not going to take too many points away from it because it was great. You're not really gearing towards melanated skin. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a pass because I personally was able to fix it. I don't think you would look at me and be like, oh yeah, she started off with like hella gray foundation, because I mean, I was casket ready, okay? It's time for the reprise, okay? But yeah, I was looking casket ready with that foundation upon application. Now, because I sit and I play with makeups quite often, loud ass truck, go away, thank you very much, I was able to figure out how to get around that. Now, do I enjoy doing that? No. I'm glad that I know how, but I wish I didn't have to know how, you know what I mean? But it does look okay. I feel like this is definitely a foundation for people who do not have problematic skin. I have been really working on my skincare as of late, the last few weeks. I've really been putting in the work and my skin is rewarding me. So I don't have a ton of hyperpigmentation, and the hyperpigmentation that I do have isn't as deep as it was a few weeks ago. And I've been exfoliating and whatnot, so the skin is very smooth. There's not a lot for it to grip and gather onto. I can, though, see that this is a foundation for a hydrated babe, okay? Girly pop, if you are quenched, if the skin is supple and juicy, you're gonna have a really good time with this foundation. If you're a little dry, I would say definitely hydrate within an inch of your life, because my forehead is looking quite dry. But again, for my particular skin type, that is more about dehydration and like me tackling that than it is actually having dry skin, okay? So I'm gonna say the foundation is definitely going to be used again. It's cute, it's cute. Cute little packaging, very sleek, very pretty, very bougie makeup. I enjoyed that. And I do like that it was just $15. Well, I mean, $15 is a lot for a foundation, and it's a mini, so I don't know now that I'm thinking about it. But anyways, for what it is right now, I enjoyed it. I'm not quite sure why, but the concealer is looking a little bit busted today. Maybe I am more dry than I thought I was, but the first time I used this concealer, it was great. So I might have to try to replicate that where I used it on top of the Bright Fix from Fenty. And then it looks gorgeous. So I'm not sure, but she's looking a little bit crusty. But then again, I don't use eye creams. Do I have to start using I don't want to start using eye creams. I'll slather on some Vaseline, okay. So I still like the concealer. It looks okay, but it's just doing a little bit more than it was doing the first time, and not in the good way. So moving on, the blush, the contour, the highlight. I'm saying it like that because we don't even need to talk about it. We don't even need to talk about it anymore. I love Made by Mitchell. I love these products, and I'm so thankful to have all 3 variations. I didn't know if that was my son or what that was. This motorcycle is moaning. Oh, it's a crotch rocket. I didn't know what that was. I was like, what is going on? Okay. I absolutely love these. I'm so happy to have all the different variations of his complexion products. These are gonna be in every video. You're gonna get sick of it, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna try my damnedest to stay away from Mango Daiquiri, but it is stunning. It is a brown girl's dream. Orange blush to us is that beautiful rosy, just flushed blush on lighter skin, okay? It's gorgeous, I love it so much. These are probably going to become my most prized complexion products. I love my Made by Mitchell products so much. Same thing with the brows. I love the brow products, but you've already been knowing that, okay? I've been loving the Sludge Box since I got it. I knew I was gonna end up with these brow gels at some point in time, and Made by Mitchell was having an amazing sale on Beauty Bay, so I grabbed, okay? But really quick, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Now, I am not super harsh on eyeshadow formulas. You gotta be real finicky, okay? Real finicky for me to be like, If you're like a finicky brand, or finicky formula would be the, for me personally, I'm only talking about me and my eyeballs and my makeup style and my ham-fistedness when I'm using a shadow. I don't like the Moira Beauty eyeshadows. Didn't like those. I don't really care for the e.l.f. eyeshadows, the little trios, the hot jalapeno one, even the big palettes. I like their old school palettes, but current e.l.f., no thank you. I don't really care for Wet n Wild. I'm thinking about Wet n Wild. I don't care for Wet n Wild's formula. I don't care for, it was just on the tip of my tongue. Oh, when I did the Five Below makeup from Beauty Treats, that was a formula that could work, but you had to scrub, and you only got so much pigment before it was like, girl, you can keep on knocking until your hands fall off. You can't come in. I can't do no more for you. This is a very fallout heavy formula. If you put your brush in it and it just dust everywhere. I'm okay with that. Tap off the excess, okay? Tap it off before you go in, or maybe do your base after you do your eyes. I don't like to do my foundation after my eyes. I need my canvas ready so I know what I'm doing with the eyeballs, okay? So I really enjoyed it. Now, the real test is going to be building these shades up. Now, the yellow already proved to me she's not going to be doing I'm not going to be surprised by her or impressed by her, because it has a bit of a light base, okay? It looks a little pastel. So on my skin tone is just gonna eat that up. So it's not gonna do too much, but it will work for brow bone highlight if I really needed it to. I can probably use a base, the color cases, or the color cases from Made by Mitchell. I could use this on top. I could stop stumbling all over my own goddamn tongue. How about that, Jasmine? Yeah? Okay. So yeah, this will be a work in progress to see how much opacity I can get. I could definitely do a 1 palette 10 looks with this, get some really punchy, bright, creative looks out of this thing, and it'll hopefully teach me what the opacity is going to be on these, because I do like a palette. Like if I'm seeing these colors, I want to see this on my eye. And I hate when colors are deep and you place it on your eye, but as you blend, the base of the color is what you see and the vibrancy gets dusted away. I had that problem a lot when I used to use Makeup Geek Power Pigments. She had these Power Pigments, and the purple and the blue and even the pink, the base of the product was very deep. So if you had like a wet eyeshadow primer on your eye, the base of that color would adhere, but the vibrancy, the thing that makes it bright, would dust away. Hated that, okay? Moving on. This shimmer is gorgeous. It is so pretty. And I love a shimmer that is gonna like trick me. It's gonna be, I didn't know you came with all that. She got bells and she got whistles, and I was expecting just a little bronze moment, a little golden bronze moment. And she's like, no, girl, I got a little pink, a little burgundy. I'm gonna do a little thing for you, a little thing, you know? It's very pretty. I cannot wait to not only use every shade, but to pair this with other matte palettes that I have, to pair it with some of the Blend Bunny palettes that I have, just to get some use out of this and to mix and match with not only colors, but placement. So I've been seeing a lot of people do really gorgeous placement of their eyeshadow. And I feel like if you ever get in an eyeshadow rut, you can keep using the same colors, but change up your placement. Instead of doing like a regular smoky eye, do just halos, or do half cut creases, or throw in some regular cut creases, you know, switch up the placement. It makes it feel like you're doing something new, okay? I love that. And then lastly, you know, I love these lip products because like I said, I've been having a hard time, okay? Maybe I should have got these instead of those Cupid cases, because some Cupid cases are giving me a run for my money, okay? But these were a pleasant surprise. This was a pleasant surprise because it really looks like burgundy, right? So to get that gorgeous Merlot red, I wish I could remember what that red is that I'm talking about. It's a red I was using, or I was wearing it in one of my Rebel Gray videos. It was so pretty. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. Anyways, it really reminded me of that, and I'm really happy to have another version of that because it was a really cute look. And I, of course, figured it out very soon before I ended up decluttering the products. And actually I used a lot of that one. I almost used that one up. So it'll be nice to play with this again. And it is getting close to not only fall, but holiday time, which is, you know, the time that people wear dark vampy lips anyways. So I'm gonna clean this mess up and have the rest of the day to do whatever. Guys, thank you for coming to my channel. It's me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch. You already know that because the end of this video has been like just, do you even know how to talk, girl? I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm gonna put my things away. Until then, guys, I'm really gonna let you go now. I can talk, okay? Take good care of yourself, drink your water, take your vitamins, clean up your area, and I will see you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. Until then, bye.